Hey everybody, this is Brad from Johnson Small Engines. Just want to do a video on how to operate a Lesco commercial 48-inch walk behind. This is mainly like a Skag or an X-Mark walk behind. This is a hydrostatically driven machine, so it's a little bit different than the ones with the belt driven ones. So I just want to go over it with you. We have an on and off switch here. You have your forward handles here, and these have to be in neutral, which is all the way back before this will start. And you have a couple different knobs here. One is, this is your power takeoff for your engagement of your blades. All the way down, locked in, that's on. It has to be all the way back in the off position. There's a safety switch on this, so it has to be back and off. Your handles for your drive have to be back in neutral. You have a emergency brake, and you can tell which way it goes on and off from here. All right, you have an on and an off. Right now we have it in the on position. You flip it forward for off, and that's when you're ready to go. But for starting purposes, we're gonna bring it back to the on position. Now we also have a throttle, which to me it's backwards, okay? Turtle is slow, and that's forward, and then when you want to start it, you want to go up or back towards you into choke. All right, so this is a little confusing for some people because they're used to doing forward. So we have it up in choke now, and you want to start it on choke. You want to make sure that your handles are in the neutral spot or all the way back. You have to have your hand grips. I don't think on this one you have to have them back, but you have like a neutral spot for your handle grips. All right, so you just make sure that these levers are back in the neutral spot. You can take them off by just letting them down, or you lock them in like that, and that's a neutral. All right, the other side's a neutral. Okay, so we have ignition switch on. All right, so we have an on-off here. Make sure it's on. Choke's on. Everybody's in neutral. Blade engagement's off. Brake is on. It's a pull start scenario, so you're going to give it one pull. I'm going to start it, and I'm going to turn it off, but I'm also, as soon as you start it up, take it down off a choke, and then you can let it idle. It should be like a one pull scenario on most machines. That's pretty much how you start it. Now, as far as operating it, I turned it off just to talk to you. But you got your hand grips back here. Of course, these are safety handles. You cannot have your hands off of these. If you do, it will shut down. That's after you get it into forward gear, and also with the blade engagement on. If you ever take your hands off of one or the other, as long as you're on one or the other, you're fine, okay? With me, it's a little bit on the tricky side because I have one hand, but if I can do this, anybody can do this. And I'm gonna just show you, I'm gonna start it back up again and show you slowly how it does operate and how we do it. So, back in neutral, blades off, e-brake's on, switch for the ignition is on. We're gonna take it back up in the choke position. We're gonna start it. I'm gonna automatically put one of my hands on my arm on the safety switch. Okay, so I have one on the safety switch, take the brake off, and I'm moving forward, move it up a little bit. Now, you can unlock our handle, it's a little bit tricky for me. Unlock the handle, let go. Now, you can control it the other way. Now, it won't be tricky if you're learning, but you can also record, and when it stops, you can either move it back to off, or you can use your handle. Reverse. You want to go in reverse. Pull the handles up, and that'll take you in reverse. And you got to pull them up pretty much simultaneously. When you let go, back to neutral. So pull the handles up. You want to go one way, harder one way, and back to going forward again. You go forward. You have left and right. And out your handle. Alright, so when you're going to engage the blade, engage here.